Snow fell heavy on Christmas Eve as Natalie Foster sat at the bus stop. 27 years old with light brown hair and worn clothes. She clutched a $10 bill. Her last $10? The rent was 3 weeks overdue. Her phone had been shut off. She had been fired from the diner 2 days before Christmas for missing a shift to take her neighbor's sick child to the hospital. Now she sat in the cold, waiting for a bus to take her to the homeless shelter. Because tomorrow she would be evicted. A man approached the bus stop, mid-30s with dark hair, expensive charcoal coat. But something was wrong. He was limping badly, bleeding from a cut on his forehead. "Excuse me," he said, his voice strained. "Do you have a phone I could borrow? I was mugged. They took everything. My phone, my wallet, everything." Natalie's heart sank. "I am sorry. My phone was disconnected." The man sat down heavily on the bench, wincing in pain. "Are you okay?" Natalie asked. "Do you need a hospital?" "I need to get home," he said. "But I have no money for a cab. No way to call anyone." He put his head in his hands. Natalie looked at her $10 bill. Her last $10, the money that was supposed to get her to the shelter, get her through tomorrow. But this man was hurt, bleeding, stranded on Christmas Eve. She made a decision. "Here," she said, holding out the bill. "Take this. Get a cab home." The man looked at her, then at the money. "I cannot take your money." "Please," Natalie insisted. "You are hurt. You need help." "This is all I have," the man said quietly, looking at her threadbare coat, her worn shoes. "I can see that." "Then why?" "Because it is Christmas Eve," Natalie said, "and you need it more than I do right now." The man took the money, his hand shaking. "Thank you. What is your name?" "Natalie. Natalie Foster." "Thank you, Natalie Foster. I will not forget this." A cab approached. The man flagged it down. Before getting in, he turned back. "Where are you going tonight?" Natalie hesitated, then admitted, "The shelter on 5th Street." Something flashed in the man's eyes. "I am sorry." "Do not be," Natalie said. "We all do what we have to do." The cab drove away. Natalie sat back down, waited for her bus. But the bus never came. After an hour, a message appeared on the bus stop screen. "Service suspended due to weather." Natalie started walking. The shelter was 6 miles away, in the snow, but she had no choice. She had walked maybe a mile when a limousine pulled up beside her. The window rolled down. The injured man sat inside, now cleaned up, bandage on his forehead. "Get in," he said. "I cannot." "Please," he insisted. "Let me repay your kindness. You gave me your last $10. Let me give you a ride." Natalie got in. The warmth was overwhelming. "Thank you." "Where are we going?" the driver asked. "The 5th Street shelter," Natalie said quietly. "No," the man said. "The Grandview Hotel." Natalie turned to him. "What?" "I am taking you to my hotel. I will get you a room. A meal. You can spend Christmas somewhere safe and warm." "I cannot let you do that." "You gave me your last money," the man said. "Let me do this." At the hotel, the man spoke to the front desk. "Got Natalie a room." "Stay as long as you need," he said, handing her a key card. "But I have no money." "It is taken care of." "I do not understand." The man extended his hand. "I am William Lancaster, CEO of Lancaster Industries." Natalie's eyes widened. She had heard of Lancaster Industries, real estate development, worth billions. "You are—" "Yes. And you gave me your last $10? Without knowing who I was, just because I needed help?" William's voice was thick with emotion. "Most people would have walked past, assumed I was lying, assumed I deserved what happened. But you helped, even though it cost you everything." Natalie did not know what to say. "The room is yours through New Year's," William continued. "And I want to help you more. What do you need?" Over coffee in the hotel restaurant, Natalie told him everything. About losing her job, her eviction, her struggles. William listened. Really listened. "What did you do before the diner?" "I was studying to be a social worker," Natalie admitted. "But I ran out of money. Had to drop out." "Why social work?" "Because I grew up in foster care," Natalie said. "I know what it is like to need help, to have no one. I wanted to be the person I needed when I was young. William nodded, thinking, what if I offered you something? What do you mean? Lancaster Industries has a foundation, William explained. We fund community programs, education, housing, family services. We need someone to run the direct outreach program. Someone who understands what it is like to struggle. He looked at her. Would you be interested? Are you offering me a job? A career, William corrected. Full salary, benefits, and funding to finish your degree. Natalie started crying. Why? Because you gave me $10 when you had nothing, William said. That tells me everything about your character, about your compassion, about who you are. He smiled. Character like that is rare. I want it in my organization. Natalie took the job, started after New Year's. Within 6 months, she had transformed the outreach program, connected hundreds of families with resources, housing, education, employment. She finished her degree, became a licensed social worker, continued running the program. 1 year after that Christmas Eve, William invited Natalie to the annual foundation gala. I want you to see the impact of your work, he said. At the gala, William gave a speech. A year ago on Christmas Eve, I was mugged, he said. Left bleeding and stranded. With no phone, no wallet, no way to get home. The room was silent. A woman at a bus stop gave me her last $10, William continued. She was on her way to a homeless shelter, had just been fired, was about to be evicted, and she gave me everything she had. His voice broke. Because I needed help. That woman taught me something. That compassion is not about what you have. It is about who you are. He gestured to Natalie. Natalie Foster is now our Director of Community Outreach. In 1 year, she has helped over 3,000 people, connected them with housing, jobs, resources, hope, all because she understands what it means to struggle, and to help anyway. The room erupted in applause. After the gala, William walked Natalie out. I need to tell you something, he said. Okay. That night on Christmas Eve, William began. When you gave me that money, I had just left a board meeting where I argued against funding homeless services, said it was not cost-effective, that those people made bad choices. He looked ashamed. Then I got mugged, lost everything, and a homeless woman gave me her last money. Without judgment, without hesitation, just kindness. Tears fell. You changed me, not with words, but with action. You showed me what I had forgotten, that we are all just people, all capable of struggle, all deserving of compassion. Natalie took his hand. You changed me too. How? You saw potential when I saw only failure, Natalie said. You gave me opportunity when I had nothing. You believed in me. They stood in the snow, two people whose lives had intersected, at the lowest moment, and created something beautiful. Can I ask you something? William said. Of course. That $10 you gave me, how were you going to survive without it? Natalie smiled sadly. I did not know. I just knew you needed it more. That was foolish. That was faith, Natalie corrected. Faith that somehow things would work out. Faith that kindness matters. Even when it costs everything? William nodded. Your faith was rewarded.